Okay, Michael. This is the May 25th file. So I put the cupola in and raise this up. I take it, and you want this taken to a shed roof here in the back instead of a hip roof. Let's look at the other one. Open the other plan. This one. I think this one has a shed roof in it. Well, take a look at the overview for that one. Yeah, this one has a shed roof. Okay. The easiest way I can think of, since these are saved as copies of each other, we'll just take this roof here and copy it. And now I'm going to switch to the other plan, this one, and I'm going to go to Edit. Well, first of all, we'll get rid of these roofs here. I'm going to delete that one and delete this one. Now I'm going to go to Edit, Paste, Whole Position, and that should copy the shed roof in from the other plan. Now let's go back, look at this one again. Okay, so this roof flag in here comes back and ties it around the cupola, and then that comes down there. Okay, so that's this is in place, so all we have to do is just kind of stretch it across. And I think we'll just grab this edge here and use the join roofs tool, see that? And join it to that. See if that doesn't. Okay, that kind of gets there. We've got that to figure out. Now, let's see. I think this is the one with the one I started with, so I'm going to close it. And close this one. Now we're just working on this one. Now that little square there, that's where the hole in the roof, where I left that from the other day. Let's go back to the overview and see what needs to be fixed here. I think all I need to do is this edge here, I'm going to pull it back some, straighten that out, and then tie it in. Oh, you notice that error message that came up? I just ignored it. That's what I do with most of the error messages. I just ignore them. Like this one here, I don't care what it says, because I can see for myself that I've got some more work to do. Now the reason the cupola disappeared is because when I put these two roof planes together, they chopped off the walls. So here's that little square that I pasted from the other day. I'm going to use that as a target and put some breaks there. These error messages, I'm not reading them. I don't care what they say. I'm not here to fix error messages. I'm here to get my work done. Okay. So, whoops. I lost my place. There we go. Trying to put some breaks in here, one here, and it's not working. So I'll just keep trying until I get the breaks. I'm going to hit the 3 key. And then left click there, that should do it. Okay, that worked. I'm going to say don't show this message again during this session. I don't care what it says. I'm not interested. Now I'm going to hit the 3 key and then left click. Tell that not to be shown anymore. Okay, I got a break here, but I need one also over here. Left click on the break tool. Left click where I want the break. And I'm going to hit the 3 key. Okay, I finally got a break there. Now I'm going to hit the break in here in the middle to break this line where I can go around that polyline that's there, which represents the walls. Let's go back to the overview. Okay, I need to shape it all the way around that. Okay, that. Okay. I need to get a better viewpoint of what's going on. Whoa, where are you going? Okay, I need to wrap it around here, like right there. This needs to come around the cupola. Didn't move. There we go. That's part of it. Oh, that looks like a skylight hole. You know, I thought that was actually, let me just get rid of that. I didn't realize it was a skylight. That's better. When I got rid of that polyline that was being a skylight, well, that helped out things. Now this little piece of roof here, I don't need that. I'm going to delete it. Pretty clean on this side now. And I need to put a break right here in this corner. Right there, left click. So I can bring this polyline up and close that hole in the roof. Now I'm going to join the roof planes, this edge here to that edge. That's better. Well, what is that? What is that? Where's that coming from? That must be that little... Ah, okay. Not quite sure why that's there. Let me get a shift the viewpoint a little bit. Yeah. See how the roof plane edges are shaving off the wall a little bit? Oh, I see. That wall roof plane is cutting right through the cupola, so I need to break around the cupola edges. We'll put a break there. And click on the brake tool again and click on the other side. Good, it's working now. And then in the middle, good. Now I can pull that out that way. That should allow that wall to rebuild. There we go, that looks better. Yeah, this little thing here, I'm going to close it up. That's better. Okay, and I got a little business to take care of on the other side, and I think we're done. But this is just manual roof editing. It's something you learn by doing it. It's not something you learn by watching videos. It takes patience and it takes intention. I'm going to wrap that around the cupola. That's looking better. Now when you do manual editing, oftentimes the roof planes become separated, so I'm going to put them back. Yeah. Okay. So this wraps around on this side. We'll break it around, hopefully around the corner of the cupola. Now, this should form a ridge, I hope. Looks like it did. Okay. Except it's chopping into the cupola walls a little bit, so I need to pull that out away from the cupola wall some. That's better. A little bit more. See, roof planes by default chop off walls. So if you're getting something chopped off that you don't want chopped off, then you just move the wall out of the way, and that'll allow the wall to penetrate through the roof plane. Okay, that's better. There's still something going on there. Let me see if I can find that in plan view. Okay, there's the cupola right there. Okay, see how this line here is not straight? Not that. This line here. I'm going to straighten it up using the parallel tool. That's better. Line it up with that line there. There's something boogering up. Okay. That's messing. I need to take a look at that. I don't think that roof. That's the one that's causing this little deal here. Well, this ought to create a ridge between here and the opposite side. Oh, I see what's happening. I need to. Yeah. Okay. I think it's a little hard to see, but this doesn't belong anymore. I need to break this right here at the apex. It's not breaking. I'm going to have 3 key and then left click. Okay, I think that worked. Yeah. Maybe this will form a lower ridge there. Yeah, it did. Well, it turned out to be more work than I thought it was going to be at first. Okay, I need to have an angle across here. So this line here will connect to this little hip plane here. I think. Yeah, like that. And this triangle, I'm just going to drag it out of there. It doesn't belong there. There we go. So I broke the roof planes around the cupola, and now we have, here's the shed roof. I'm going to tie it into the hip roof, and then that ought to be that. Pretty much, yeah. So now we have a shed like you asked for, and it was a hip. Yeah, that's a little bit too large a gap. I'll close that some. Excuse me. We have a little bit too much space on this side. I think that's okay. I mean, yeah, in the real world, water would leak in here, but a good ripper is going to put flashings there that's not going to leak in the field. So I think that's what you asked for. We went from a hip roof to a shed roof on this model. And this one's the May 25th, the one I edited. I'm going to change it to today's date, 6/19. We'll go save as. Save as, save as. Change it to June 19th. Not Joan, but June. Here we go. Okay, and I'll send you this file. And I'll post the video on YouTube.